Everybody knows about Mega Staraptor. You lead it next to something like Grimmsnarl or Whimsicott and you go for Charm, Tickle, Fake Tears, whatever you want to boost it up because of Contrary and make it unkillable. Some people like that strategy and a lot of people don't. That's why today we're using Ethical Mega Staraptor, or at least that's what Daniel, the creator of the team who hit Champions tier with it, called it. It's a double Mega team with Mega Staraptor and Mega Metagross that uses Staraptor with Brave Bird in close combat to punch some holes next to Whimsicott, but Staraptor is teching Final Gambit last to get rid of giant threats by sacrificing yourself, allowing Mega Metagross and Typhlosion to put in some work. Let's try it out for ourselves and see how it does. Daniel described this team as an ethical Staraptor team. Basically, no charm, no tickle, no scary face, nothing like that, no fake tears. You're just attacking with Staraptor, but you're also surprising people because it is your Mega, but it also has Final Gambit. Staraptor has a really, really good HP tier. So it can get off a good chunk of basically everybody's HP if you go for Final Gambit, provided they're not a ghost type. And the cool thing is you lead Staraptor next to Whimsicott, right? And people are thinking, oh, you're going to Fake Tears, oh, you're going to Charm, oh, you're going to Tailwind Protect and then Tickle and do some work. But no, it's just a standard Focus Sash Whimsicott with Moonblast, Max Special Attack to do as much as possible to Garchomp, Encore, Tailwind, and then Sunny Day. Sunny Day is pretty important because you want to be able to deal with Pelipper Rain, and it also powers up Typhlosion in the back. And the cool thing with this combo is you can Final Gambit on something like either Archaludon or Pelipper, and then you bring out Typhlosion with Sun Up, and then you put in a ton of work. So Typhlosion with Charcoal, really hard eruptions and Heat Wave. Shadow Ball, obviously, really good for things like Basket Legion. And also being able to frisk your opponent's items is nasty as well. This is modest as well, so it does guarantee KO Basket Legion with Shadow Ball if they're not running any HP or anything like that. And that's the difference between modest, of course, and timid. Next up, we have a pretty speedy King Gambit running the black glasses with Kalatal, Sucker Punch, and Low Kick. Of course, if you have Tailwind support, you want to be faster than a lot of other King Gambits. That way you can knock them out with Low Kick, which will support your Typhlosion. Because then they have basically the decision to make. Do they Sucker Punch Typhlosion, or do they Low Kick Gambit and deal with that? And the rest of the team, again, very offensive. Life Orb Garchomp. Right here, we're actually adamant with Earthquake, Dragon Claw, and Rock Slide. You're smoking Zardwai. This is good into your Zardwai matchup on top of that. And then Mega Metagross is the last Mega, and it's Psychic Fangs for things like Aurora Veil or Dual Screens from Grimmsnarl. Iron Head lets you deal with the Fairy types. And then Stomping Tantrum gives you a nice hit into Pokemon like Incineroar, but also hitting Archaludon for some decent damage and even the lesser Aegislash. So that's the team. Let me show you guys the rental code real quick. So here's the rental code from Daniel, and just in case the team ID doesn't end up working out, they ended up hitting champions with this team, by the way, which is pretty insane. But just in case this rental code does not work, here are the EVs, so you guys can copy it from there, in case he ends up deleting the team and putting a different one. But yeah, I'm very excited to try out this team. Hope you guys are too, and let's jump right into it. Okay, so I'm fighting a wild team, which looks like Manual Rain Dance, which is extremely scary to see. And then they have Salazzle. This is a nasty, nasty team. Triple Prankstermon, Dark type, a Salazzle, which is terrifying. Earthquake looks really good here, though, I will say. Also, my Gambit looks insane. We're going to lead Gambit because it beats every Pokemon on their team. Do we want to bring Gambit for that? I do want Tailwind support. I think Tailwind plus Eruption is actually really good. Or even Sunny Day plus Eruption, because they can't fake me out, which I think is nice. Raptor is weird here. But using it to Final Gambit something early, maybe I do that. I Tailwind Final Gambit, get rid of a giant threat, Typhlosion in the back because it's insane here, and then I assume it'd be Garchomp. Like, it could be Gambit, but I assume this would be Garchomp just because if I'm going the Raptor early lead, I'm using it to basically take one giant threat from them and put myself in a position to win. It depends what they go for, though. Like, it actually depends what they go for. And what they lead off with. Because they have some nasty, nasty mons. So I assume this is a Sunny Day. Or a Rain Dance, rather. Plus attack. It could be Fake Out. Nice. We get Intimidate off on them, which I'm okay with. I'm going to Protect. Well, I don't have Protect. Well, this is okay because if they Fake Out, I get the Final Gambit off on the... This is the way you use this team, right? You either use Staraptor to throw it away for something else, or you use it late game to kind of pick up the KOs. By the way, if you guys do enjoy this video, feel free to let me know. Feel free to leave a like, and feel free to sub the channel if you want. I am less than 12,000 subscribers away from 500,000, which is absolutely insane. So again, if you want to join, feel free to. I do live I do not live... What the hell? All right, this is not what we want to see. This is absolutely not what we want to see. We're going to Encore Meowstic, lock it into that Fake Out, and we're going to go right for Final Gambit on the Overquill. Now, if we land, that'd be amazing, and Staraptor just does its job immediately, which I'd be very happy about. You're locked into Fake Out, which is good. They have a Mental Herb, which is beautiful. Great prep on their part. I hate them. And they skill swap Prankster to Overquill, making it the most disgusting. I just fought this from Shady Penguin. Staraptor, I need you to now do this for me. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Raptor. Get your strats out of here. Get that out of here, man. Get that out of here. Actually, just get it out of here, please. I'm terrified. I didn't bring Kowtow, did I? No. But I also believe in myself. And believing in yourself is like half the game. Yeah, I saw they have leftovers. Thank you. Already have a Tailwind up. I'm a Sunny Day and Eruption, and I'm going to decide that I'm landing. Maybe it's better to double attack, but, I mean, if they both miss, it doesn't matter anyway. Yeah. Okay, you got your maximum boost. Go ahead and land. You should land because the sun is out. It doesn't work that way, but... Oh my god, it did it anyway. Let's go! Okay, so unfortunately it lives with the power of friendship, but we get rid of this demon, which I'm very happy about, as they go for Yawn. Unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. We got rid of their giant threat. Staraptor plus Typhlosion really came through for me there, and I'm very happy about that. What annoying Mon do you have in the back? That's so tiny. That's so tiny. I think I can switch this out and go for Moonblast into that slot. They shouldn't be able to kill both unless they go Klefki and go for like Sludge Wave. I could see them switching out to Klefki and then going for Sludge Wave. I think it's a little risky though. All right, cool. So we get rid of the annoying, well, one of the annoying Mons, excuse me. Not the annoying Mon, one of the annoying Mons. There were two very annoying Mons on the field right there. I wish you crit last turn with Eruption, but I'm just happy that Typhlosion landed. And I'm happy that Staraptor landed too, as they go right for Toxic. Okay, so again, not the end of the world. They can't have a Mental Herb on this slot. It's definitely Focus Sash on this very tiny Salazzle. Like, extremely tiny Salazzle. This is a little baby. What are you doing? I assume it's Delphox. Oh, it's Klefki in the back. Okay, not bad. We are going to Encore the Salazzle, and we're going to go for the Rock Slide. Maybe a Magnarize can come out. Basically, as long as I can click Eruption, I should win the game. And as long as we lock Salazzle into Toxic, we're good anyway. They go for Substitute on Klefki, which I will lock them into as well, if I can. Next turn. Okay. I assume this is what they targeted them. Beautiful. And we do land Rock Slide on both. Lovely. I'm assuming Staraptor is... Salazzle's probably Focus Sash. I feel like I'm saying lovely a lot. But we should be good because Klefki can't do its annoying stuff. They're not leftovers either. We know you're not Mentor. Exactly. We know you're not Mentor. Okay, so... Yeah, first game, Raptor did what it had to do for me. It landed on Overquill, and basically, Typhlosion followed up. But that's kind of the idea, right? You use this, you land, and you do as much as you can. Let's get another game. I just want to acknowledge the fact that I got lucky in that last game, all right? I really want to acknowledge the fact that I got lucky in that last game. That was 100% luck. This person seems extremely weak to Torkoal, or excuse me, Typhlosion. So I want to get up speed and just basically click. I know it's probably Focus Sash on that guy, but I think this looks incredibly good. And then endgame, I'm a fan of Raptor just clicking CC after that. Really strong with Tailwind up. Because they don't have any support. Like, they don't have any Tailwind or anything like that. They do have, like, Venusaur, which is annoying, but I have Eruption spam, which is nice. And then we want to bring something fast that can deal with a lot of the Pokemon on the field. So I think it's going to be Garchomp next to Raptor, because this will actually give me the best way of going for close combat, as well as attacks like Brave Bird and things like that. So this will actually be just me straight up attacking the entire time. I probably lose Typhlosion turn 1 while going for Tailwind plus Eruption, but I think that's fine too. Okay, so lead off with Pyro plus Sylveon. That's not bad. I do like just Tailwind plus Eruption here. And then next turn I can, let's see what they have. Okay, yeah, I could have told myself this. Anyway, I like Tailwind. And I just like going for my full power Eruption. Cinnamon is not going to take too much, and Pyro is obviously not going to take too much either, but the important thing is we get them in range of Garchomp, which is what we really want to do, right? Because we want to be able to click Earthquake. Our opponent doesn't have any... This doesn't have to be... Wait, I didn't... Did I first the Pyro? Did it say Pyro right? I wasn't paying attention if it said that versus a different item. Because this could have been Zoroark, and I just was not paying attention. I assume this is Pyro, which means they probably have Torkoal in them in the back. Yeah, so we get the Eruption off. Okay, yeah, that was Zoroark. I was not paying attention to the Frisk. Awesome. So we get rid of Zoroark, which is amazing, so that we don't have to deal with that in the back. They most likely have Torkoal. And if they have Torkoal, and they obviously have Pyro because of this, what that means for us is that we don't have to deal with the... we don't have to deal with maybe a Venusaur, because they can't bring Venusaur alone, in my opinion. That's a nerve. I had no berries. I have no enemies. Should I get up a Sunny Day for it? That way it actually has less turns of Sunny Day than when Torkoal comes out. I legitimately think I should. I legitimately think I should. Like, just so it has less turns of Sunny Day than when Torkoal's there. Let's see. Because then I can end up using my Garchomp and clicking. And then if there's turns where they end up going for Protect, that's fine too. I don't mind this being a double down. This actually gives me a strong CC into the Sylveon slot, so I get to boost my defense prior with Staraptor. Let's see if we land. I would like to land, just in case it's a really bulky Pyroar. Alright, beautiful. And then Heat Wave should double KO because I just gave it the Sun Boost. It doesn't double KO, which is a little annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish it did, but it's fine. If I go you now, close combat plus Heat Wave will deal. Okay, yeah, I'm good. Because I would rather a double KO so I can get out Garchomp. But again, this is important because if they ever go for like protection stuff or strong, this will KO Pyroar. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say this KOs. Because it's Modest, Charcoal, and Sun Boosted, it should KO Sylveon at 44. I'm going to go out on a limb. Because the Eruption was before Sun was up. Yeah, and they're going to go Torkoal, exactly. So this is really good because we've wasted a lot of their Sun turns. So there's always Garchomp in the back to have like his Protector 2 away from doing as much damage as it can. We might also just pick up double KO here depending on the Torkoal EV spread. I kind of doubt it though because we're not attack invested on this guy. We're really bulky. So we get our Contrary Boo. Ooh, we did a lot. Get our little Contrary Boost. Do we miss? We miss on Sylveon, which sucks. It is what it is, though. We will live on Garchomp, which is cool. I will live on Raptor anyway, excuse me. Yeah, exactly. So, like, it's not the end of the world that we missed there. It is what it is. It is what it is, right? Obviously, I would have liked to land and actually kill that. Ooh, Torkoal has leftovers. Right, Harsh Sunlight. There's 2 turns. How many turns of Tailwind are there? So here's what I want to do here. I want to Protect because I think they're going to go for their Protect and try to get Torkoal next to these guys. And I want to basically be able to stall out Pyroar's Sun if I can. So by me protecting, because there's 1 turn Tailwind left, so right, if they both protect, basically as long as they have 1 Pokemon on the field, I think I can win. Yeah, there's the Detect. So we should be able to KO Sylveon, and they go for Yawn, which is fine too, I think. Because Helping Hand isn't going to matter too much because because I set up Sun myself, Sun is going to end before Pyro actually gets an attack off. So I can go for CC into you. Quick Attack will never kill me. Get another boost. If they want to protect Torkoal, that's fine as well because I should win the game by going for Protect next turn into Pyroar and then Close Combat. So we should be in a good spot. Again, I always live Quick Attack. I'm way too bulky. And this is why I set up Sun, because I wanted to be in control of the endgame Sun turns, because maybe like a crit could have done it. Alright, you're going to go down now. I get another boost, and then we can protect in front of Pyroar, and that should be game. Also, they could be Modest Pyroar. Nice greedy Modest. The Pyro doesn't have anything annoying. It can go for it at this point. So Raptor's able to close up. Obviously, again, if Typhlosion hit, I think Raptor plus Typhlosion, or if Typhlosion died, I think Raptor Garchomp would have been the end a couple turns sooner without having to worry about like Tailwind or anything. But basically, because it was my son, we don't got to worry about their son, and we don't got to give Pyroar the ability to hit us as hard as possible, right? Like Overheat in the sun, I don't know if it might kill Garchomp. It's Fire Main boosted and everything. There's a lot of support there, but one Protect, this Sunlight's gone, Raptor's boosted, they have to Heat Wave, and then Earthquake KOs, even if they end up burning my Garchomp because we got the initial damage early on Pyroar with Typhlosion. But okay, let's get another one. We'll be right back. Oof, nasty team. Okay, I think we final Gambit. We go Metagross in the back. I think it's Garchomp next to that. Let's find it. I went AFK for a second and clicked fine, and I was like, uh-oh. But I think this is one of them final Gambit turns. We basically do as much as possible. Maybe I should have let off with Staraptor next to something else, because the Intimidate's really good into obviously Aero. All right, there's Aero plus Sylveon. That's not bad. Because this is, I mean, Sylveon isn't a threat, right? Respectfully, Sylveon isn't a threat. I'm going to Moonblast and go Metagross. It's relatively safe. We can Encore Lock, and then we can get up Staraptor later for a last Mon final Gambit. So, let's see. Oh, it is Mega Aero. Oh, God. I didn't realize Mega Aero on this build. That's on me. I would have Tailwinded then. But if they Tailwind, this is a good 2. They do a Wing Beat. Oh, my God. Staraptor, you go. Obviously, they're going to Hyper Voice, so it doesn't matter. Isn't in the common league with Metagross's back, so you probably make it out of the situation. Yeah, I definitely should have just Tailwinded, I think. Not the end of the world, of course, because they didn't end up going for Tailwind. So I think what we can do here is... They may Tailwind. I'm going to go Raptor just again to get off Intimidate. I definitely should Tailwind, I think. Tailwind and just final Gambit. I didn't want them detecting and then Tailwinding, and then I guess I could have Encored, so that was my fault. They're in a really weird situation here. Protect feels like a not play, though. But I can't go back because if they... I think I have to Protect. I think Aerodactyl's whatever, and I think I just attack into Sylveon. This is my fault, for sure. I think I should have Tailwinded plus final Gambited. Done as much as I can. I forgot on this version of it that they're running not Sash Arrow. Well, some people are, but it can be Mega Arrow versus Sash Arrow. So if I Tailwind that, I get Tailwind up, and then I have just Demons in the back to attack with. We Protect there just in case. They do go for Tailwind. This is why I protected. Sylveon might outspeed my Metagross, so this felt safe. All right, cool. It didn't, so I guess I could have just final Gambited plus attack there, but we kill Sylveon, which is important. Awesome. This is going to be an interesting endgame situation, man, because obviously the Mega Arrow is -2. Oh, that's not terrible. I'm going to CC here with my regular Raptor. Last Mon is probably Garchomp. I think I Protect with CC. I can't let them final Gambit me. I don't care too much about Rock Slide, and I want to get as much damage off as I can. Obviously, I'm going to lower my defenses, which is unfortunate, but like, if they end up switching out, this is good too. Oh, they might be looking for a situation where they can click Earthquake next to Arrow and double switch. Let's see. I assume it's a... they do it for Sucker Punch and Metagross, which is fine. Yep. We get that. They go for Ice Fang, which will easily live. Don't freeze. And we get a CC off. Nice. They are Sash, which is okay. We need to keep you alive. I think I need to go Garchomp here. Because they can Ice Fang again, plus Sucker, or they might even Protect. Basically, I know I need Metagross. It's -2 Aerodactyl. Is it -2 or is it -1? I assume they go Garchomp, right? Yeah, there's Garchomp. Okay. This is okay. This is actually really okay. Mainly because we have the guy in the back, but... Especially if they Sucker here. If they Sucker here, great play. For us. Nice. Okay, so we stalled out a good chunk of turns. I think I need a CCU. How many turns of Tailwind left are there? If I CCU and Protect, it's bad for me, though. Because they could Protect Arrow. Okay, no. I Dragon Claw. I Dragon Claw because they can't... They Sucker into Raptor, which is fine. I have a lot of HP on this guy, so I should live in theory. I know they're all Life Orb now. Never mind. I don't think I could have gotten out of it without Tailwind. I think I misplayed really early. What I should have done was just Tailwinded up and just attacked what was in front of me. So, big misplay on my part. Great plays by the opponent. Because now they just Sucker and win. I was thinking if I do live, I'm literally thinking about the old Dragon Fang and even the regular leftovers and all that stuff calcs from MA. I wonder if they'll let me Psychic Fangs their Garchomp so I can see how much it does. They probably shouldn't. They should go for Sucker Punch here. They definitely shouldn't. Maybe last turn call a switch and try and kill Raptor or Gambit could have been cool. I don't know if I saw which one they attacked, though. I definitely think I messed up the lead, though, of choice. I think Tailwind plus... I was worried about Sash, and I wanted to, like, basically put myself in a position to beat Sash. But it makes sense that it's Mega Arrow on this one, too. Even though on Atrix's original team, it's not Mega Arrow. But this is just the adaptation for it. But, yeah, Tailwind plus Iron Head immediately put me in such a great spot. They would only have killed... one guy, and then I would have had Tailwind up with Metagross next to Garchomp, looking insane. But, alright, let's get another game. We'll be right back. Okay, so obviously the opponent has a Swampert here, but I think this is one of the games where you get to use Final Gambit Raptor to your advantage, and just next to Typhlosion as well, because Typhlosion goes stupid under Sun, right? So Final Gambit plus that is really strong. And it's more so, how do I want to win at the end? And I feel like it's just strong Earthquakes. But the problem with strong Earthquakes is this is weak to... This is weak to itself, right? Like, I can't do that. So I think I want to go Metagross in this regard. And then just basically use the honest, ethical Staraptor mode of Final Gambit, giving up yourself to make your team better. That's what I'm going to try right now. Let's see how it goes. But the idea is that Metagross will move before Typhlosion, can break screens if Swampert's in, get a huge hit off. Ideally, I have a Sunny Day up at some point, and I can do something with that, right? Like Final Gambit plus Final Gambit on Pelipper, it's probably Sash here. But Final Gambit on Pelipper can allow Typhlosion to just put in some work, and also allow Metagross to put in some work too. Again, I'm still kind of learning the team as I'm playing, but we'll see how it ends up going. Pelipper Grimmsnarl. So I can see Fake Out. There is no reason to Tailwind initially, though. Yeah, there's no reason to Tailwind initially. I guess it could be Fake Out plus Hurricane. If this is offensive Pelipper, I like Brave Bird plus that. Okay, it's Reflect. But I still like Brave Bird plus this because I live. Potentially get off a Final Gambit. I actually should have just Final Gambited. I should have just Final Gambited. It's a guaranteed kill on Pelipper if I Moonblasted into it. Oh, never mind. I feel like this still dies. This is, like, that's offensive Pelipper, right? It was Sash. So I feel like this still dies. Yeah, Raptor. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Like, actually such a good turn for me. So we get rid of that immediately. I don't have to deal with Pelipper. I can get up the rain immediately, too. Protect is fine. I'll go for Tailwind first. Like, they might double attack. That then requires them having an attack. Maybe the best play was actually switching out. Now that I think about it. Whimsicott into Typhlosion here. To avoid... Well, they can't Dire Claw and Fake Out at the same time, right? Yeah, they can only Fake Out, but they're not going to kill Whimsicott with Spirit or whatever. So we should be fine. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Alright, the Sash is most likely on Pelipper. We Brave Bird here. Encore as well, because we're wasting rain turns, which is nice. They do protect, but that's fine too. I'm basically wasting rain turns without having to get them up, which is really funny. Again, I'm not in danger of losing any of my Pokemon this turn in particular, so we should be in a good spot. And we're also wasting reflect turns too, which is, I mean, I don't really care too much about that, to be honest, but whatever. Yeah, I just Encore, plus I go for it again. So I Brave Bird, plus Encore. Do I want a Final Gambit, just in case it's our Chaladon, plus Tailwind? I'm going to Brave Bird you, just in case our Chaladon comes out on that slot. And I'm going to Encore Sneasler. I'm a little worried about Arch coming out on that slot and giving it a defense raise for no reason. It's Swampert the Giddy. Okay, no problem. That's fine. Light Screen comes up, but whatever. I get a little Brave Bird off on you, which is nice. So I'm just getting some good chip on everybody, which is really, really good. And now what I can do is I can Final Gambit. It should be the last turn of rain, but it could still be Damp Rock. So I'm going to Final Gambit plus Sunny Day. It just guarantees the Typhlosion strong in the back. And it also guarantees my Staraptor's faster than both Pokemon on the field. Final Gambit does 100 damage to Swampert. And then Whimsicott, if it goes down, so be it. I get in Typhlosion next to Metagross. And Metagross can just... I can Psychic Fangs plus Eruption. I'm in a good spot. And then the two Pokemon Typhlosion next to Metagross are two Pokemon that Sneasler cannot take down. So I think this is going... really well, especially because they're not going to be able to outspeed me after this turn. And they might not even KO my Mon if they try to go for like Wave Crash or something. So we know it's Dual Screens, most likely Parting Shot. Again, I mean, we basically wasted all the rain turns and regular Raptor did its thing. Nice. Woof. Okay, we get off so much damage on Pert. Psychic Fangs definitely KOs that guy. 100%. And they Wave Crash. Like I said, I'll be able to live Wave Crash. I probably die to Spirit Break, though. Maybe. Yo, I might not die to Spirit Break. Hold up. And Psychic Fangs definitely KOs at 36. This Mon's way too powerful. Uh-oh. Look at my guy putting in some work, man. All right, we're bringing out Metagross. We can go right for the Psychic Fangs. We KO you. Tailwind's just safe in the endgame, just in case they end up calling my Mega Evolution and going for Parting Shot on Metagross. So Tailwind just means that I'll be faster with Typhlosion, and then Typhlosion's in a world where it can just win the game with Eruption. They do protect, which is a great play. Tailwind goes up. It looks like they didn't Parting Shot, though. They Spirit Break, which is fine. If they KO Whimsicott, that's fine, too. Oh, they did go for it. Okay, great call from the opponent's part. From Op's part. Great call on their part, for real. For real, for real. All right, smart. Just gonna protect. And go for Moonblast on the Pert, just so I can KO with Eruption. So next turn I can Psychic Fangs with that. If they side CC Pert, that'd be crazy. But we still have Typhlosion in the back, so I don't really care too much about that. I figured I'm going to get Fake Out on my Metagross anyway this turn, which is why I didn't bother attacking with it. If they call this, amazing plays, like for real, but I feel like I'm putting myself in a position to win the game anyway. So yeah, there's a Fake Out. Beautiful. I assume Whimsicott goes down here. They can't Earthquake. Little bit of chip. No, your special attack. That's only 10%. Yeah, and they kill me. All right, perfect. So now we should be in a decent spot here because we have Tailwind up and we've basically used Raptor to open up for these guys. And this guy is a threat. What do they have up on the field? All right, now we know their items. We knew their items before, but now we really know their items. Oh, cool. So there's no danger here. I just Psychic Fangs plus Eruption. One of the Mons is going to go down here. I don't think Sneasler is going to be able to live this. They could go Grim, I guess. I could also technically have Iron Headed into Pert plus Eruption. I think that was fine too. But I think we're in a spot to win. I don't know which one protects, but I feel like as long as I double attack Pert, just in case I had that small chance of living. All right, well, now there's 0 spot. But just in case I had a small chance of living Eruption, and then they protected that, and then they went for Earthquake, they actually could have came back. So this is why that felt the best for me. But now it's Sneasler staring down a full power Eruption. This is how you kind of beat the rain, at least. Obviously, getting Pelipper immediately was incredible for me. And there was, we're playing closed team sheet, right? So there wasn't a chance that they did have Fake Out on Grimmsnarl on this team that actually could have been extremely, extremely scary. But Raptor put in its work. Raptor did exactly what I needed to do. So, nice job. All right, let's get another one. This one's really interesting because obviously Whimsicott Staraptor is extremely good. The issue is I kind of struggle to break through Basque and things like that. So I do like King Gambit as well, just for the strong Kowtow and low kick. And then after that, it's kind of tough, right? Because I want to be able to deal with Garchomp. So I think I go for my own Garchomp. And I feel like these guys kind of deal with the whole combo if I can get off an initial final Gambit on the dude. Like if I blow up Floette with Staraptor, there's literally 0 point of going for Mega Metagross because the rest of their Pokemon are pretty good into Metagross, right? Besides Whimsicott, right? The 4 on the bottom are all really good in the Metagross. Now, I know that Daniel, when they were using this team, they went like 7-1 in St. Jude, but versus everything else, but then they went 1-3 versus Zard. So it's weird. Double the Whimsicott with Rainburst Moonblast. Ooh. Okay, if I do that though, they get up, they kind of smoke me. Nice Flower Veil. This is gonna be so annoying when Rillaboom comes out. I think we final Gambit Floette, and we go for Tailwind. KOing Floette would obviously open up my Garchomp and my other guy in the back, so that's kind of my thought process there. I think blowing up Zard to Floette is just like the play, though. I don't know if Metagross is... Maybe I should have brought Metagross. I don't know. Because I'm fighting the... it might come down to like Garchomp speed ties and stuff, which is bad. But as long as I have Whimsicott, I'm good too. Because I don't know if they're going to Tailwind or they're going to Moonblast initially, which I'm okay with too. Because I can Encore them. But if I Encore them into that... They get prior... No. I still give them... Okay, they did Mega Evolve, which is big. So we can KO. They're thinking they could... hopefully they're thinking they could double attack. Or they just Tailwind plus attack. So I Mega Evolve there because I need to guarantee that my Staraptor was faster than Floette. Alright, so they did try and double attack, which is good. So we are going to get rid of Floette immediately. A Mega for a Mega. I am absolutely okay with this considering the rest of my team is pretty weak. However, they have an advantage here because they are going to be staggered on the Tailwind turns. And if I Encore them into Moonblast, it's really bad too. Was that still Fairy Aura boosted, even though the Mon died? I'm going to go Garchomp because I assume you bring out Gambit on yours. Like, that's what I would do, anyway. Or Basque Legion, because that Mon's annoying. We have not broken the Sash on Whimsicott, so I'm very worried about this. So I guess the better play was to go for Moonblast plus Final Gambit. They do bring out Garchomp, which is what it is. I'm going to predict them to protect Garchomp and go for Moonblast into Whimsicott. Will they go for that play? Who knows? But there's a chance they do, and I can... Oh, dude, if I Moonblast Garchomp, you die. With Moonblast plus attack, they got me. They got me. They got me. Great, they got me. Great play. I'll live on both my. I'll live at least on that mon. They got me really really well. Like that was wild. Great play, honestly. Okay, I lived on both though, which is amazing. All right, so that's big. The issue is, like I said, I don't deal with Whimsicott. I'm going to go for this. The other issue is I can't encore them into the... I literally have to do this. I can't encore... Because they're going to go for Rock Slide here, right? The Tailwind plus that, which is fine. I mean, I'm not in a spot to win. I have to go for my best shot. Maybe I should have encored them into that and then went for the attack on Whimsicott. Because I assume it's Rock Slide here and not Earthquake. It actually is still Earthquake, which is crazy. So they said, we'll kill everybody here on the field. I mean, it worked out. They got me that last turn. I had a world where I just clicked Kowtow plus Moonblast on Garchomp and it died, right, immediately. So they called me extremely well on that slot. Like, well played. Can't say anything else. They got the 50-50 right, and they called it. Again, turn one, maybe if I had went for Final Gambit plus Moonblast, that might have been better to break the sash and do that. That's something I would definitely have learned from a best of 3. I should lose here now. Because it's going to be a King Gambit in the back and they just Sucker plus Dragon Claw and that's game. Unless I crit Earthquake on both, which I might go for. I do think these were the correct 4 to bring. I just think that Final Gambit, Floette, and then Moonblast was stronger. It was just tough because if they Tailwind plus Dazzling Gleam, which is a very valid play, there's nothing stopping me from... Oh, wait, hold up. I mean, they should double protect because it's Tailwind. Yeah. How many turns do I have left? They have 2 turns. I can get a double protect, win a tie, even though I'm some arbitrary number, and then crit Earthquake on both. That is legitimately my play. I mean, all right, well, let's go for it. I mean, Pokemon is Pokemon, right? You should always go for your outs no matter what. You should literally always go for your outs no matter what. Even if your out is your opponent, like, turning off their switch, and then you chucking it across when the judge isn't looking. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. But like legitimately, even if your opponent, you're out as your opponent getting a call from mom and it's time to go home, you know? Let's see. Double Protect and literally crit EQ. Which I don't even think kills Gambit or Garchomp. But now they just go for suckers. I guess crit EQ doesn't actually win. So I would have to outplay the sucker punches with 8 protects that they gave me, unfortunately. I have 6 protects left. They might protect Gambit and try and go for Dragon Claw. My only play is them choking, which is them doing that, right? So me Dragon Clawing into... winning a speed tie, Dragon Clawing into Garchomp, KOing them. They didn't end up going for Sucker, so they just attacked me with Kowtow. But had I won that speed tie, they went for Kowtow, they would have put me in range of Sucker Punch anyway because of the Rough Skin plus Life Orb. So I think it was GG regardless. They got me on that call. If I double attacked into Garchomp that turn, because my Gambit was faster, if I double attack into Garchomp with Moonblast plus Kowtow, I kill it. Or even I think Sucker plus Kowtow, Sucker plus Moonblast might have been better. And then I would have been in a position where I have low kick Gambit into theirs. I don't know if they're the SD Black Glasses one, but I would have been in a good spot. Let's get one more. Mega Evolving, by the way, just the final Gambit seems so funny. Eruption seems cool here, but they have... Well, Blaziken's annoying. I think we want to get the KO immediately. I do like Metagross. It's weak to Sucker, but I mean, it's a good Pokemon, so I like it. Loki, it's this, but this is extremely weak to Blaziken in the back. Oh my god. But Blaziken is Rock Slide, Protect 3 attacks. That Mon actually is disgusting. That Mon's actually disgusting. Okay, I think early on it's actually this. But this is bad into Arrow. This is real bad in Arrow. But I like the idea of having Garchomp next to Raptor in the back. Just for Intimidate, plus like double attacking stuff. It's mainly also to beat King Gambit, which I think there's combinations of 4 that just smoke me on their team. Could also be this. I think this might be safer. I do also think Metagross is literally Gambit, but I think having Sucker Punch in the Basket Legion, a pressure like that is big. Then again, I don't have Iron Head. Oh, this might have been a misplay. I'm making a hard call on what they're bringing. Hard call, failed. I can get a strong eruption off though. They want to do a wing beat. Okay, they are Mega Arrow, which is fine. So we want to Tailwind immediately and just attack. Always in this case, because we need to weaken both of these Pokemon. They should go for dual wing beat plus hit. That means they didn't bring Blaziken in the back. That's very big. Now, the unfortunate thing about this is that I guess they have to decide who they're killing. I mean, I guess Hyper Voice Rock Slide probably kills both Pokemon. It could also be Wide Guard Mega Arrow, but I feel like Wide Guard's better on regular Arrow. Like, you're kind of wasting a slot on Mega Arrow, in my opinion. You want to attack with this guy, so you want to do what Arrow does, but better. Arrow's doing more massive damage to everything. Ah, the Garchomp would have been so good! The Garchomp would have been so good. It should be Rock Slide plus Hyper Voice, though, right? Yeah. So I go down to this plus that. I assume Whimsicott goes down because it's Fairy Feather, too. Here's the bad situation here. I did not bring Garchomp, which Rock Slide plus CC would have been extremely good. Rock Slide CC would have picked up a KO immediately. So because I didn't bring that, I'm in a really, really, really bad spot initially. I have to basically hope that I KO Arrow with CC. And then I KO Sylveon with... I assume they might actually protect. So I gotta hope that KOs. And then this KOs, which is not... It is Black Glass is boosted. So in this case, Metagross would have been good. I think Garchomp would have been best right now. I stand by my lead because I think weakening those two is fine. And also, had they done like Blaziken, I'm in such a bad spot early. But maybe Garchomp's Staraptor was enough in the back. And it's just bad misplays on my part. Me not having attack investment on Raptor is really rough here. Maybe. If they detect plus go for Tailwind, I can Sucker Punch Arrow next turn, and I can Brave Bird Sylveon. If Sylveon's slower than my Raptor, that's good. Kind of doubt it is, but we'll see. I think I definitely just need a Garchomp. Garchomp with Rock Slide this turn with Life Orb, Adamant. Probably dealt with Arrow in itself, just because it's so strong. And then he let me CC the Sylveon. So they do protect, which is fine. They protect both. They protect both, which is fine too. I mean, I don't want to say it's fine, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. I'm not worried about Arrow, right? They're -1. I'm gonna go for boost into Sylveon. And I think my best play is Sylveon plus Sucker, just in case they do end up getting Tailwind up. Because if I boost the defenses of Raptor, it's really difficult for them to take it out, especially at -1. So, okay, I think I made the right play. It's Blaziken. It's regular Blaziken. Oh, interesting. Is it Blaziken plus Basque Legion? Okay, this works out even better. This worked out even better for me. Because, like, now they're in a spot where, like, Raptor is going to start boosting its defenses, right? So, I mean, Raptor gets extremely difficult to deal with. Should I side CC? Should I side CC Gambit? No, that's not the play. That's definitely not the play. I need to keep boosting my Raptor and keep KOing as many Mons as possible. Kowtow into Arrow would have been good, though. If I had faith that CC KO'd Sylveon from 42, Kowtow and Arrow would have been good. Because then I break Potential Sash. I mean, pretty sure it's Mega. We CC this. I'm gonna ignore the Arrow for a sec because they should protect, and I'm just gonna hope that maybe Blaziken doesn't. They should protect on Blaziken too, but maybe it doesn't. Okay, so Blaziken gets a speed boost, which is big. I assume Arrow's gonna go for Tailwind here. But I'm extremely bulky. I'm getting bulkier and bulkier by the minute. Just in case they don't Tailwind, I should go for Kowtow Sucker Crit. Because then I get the attack into the next one. Because also this should get King Gambit's last turn, technically. Right on the field. Because Aerodactyl isn't as threatened. They could switch out into Sylveon too, trying to prevent... Like, trying to basically make it, force it a 1v2. I doubt Black Glasses, Adamant, King Gambit KOs from 62. Arrow's so bulky. Yeah. Just shy. They do dual wing beat. Yo, I live that pretty comfortably. And they crit me on the second one. I do not live it comfortably at all. Okay, so if that KO'd Arrow, there's actually a world where we win the game. Because we never took that hit. We always lived this, and we got a CC into Blaziken, and then we could just sucker Blaziken plus Brave Bird into the guy. So that was really close. Again, though, Arrow just extremely bulky. I really do enjoy this team, though. It was a lot of fun. I want to know how much this does to Blaziken just for, what is it, like 45%? Just so I can know. Good chunk. 38. Was that 98, 99, 39? That's not bad at all. Good game, good game. I think I'll call it that. I think I learned a lot about the team, and then definitely some plays here. Like, again, if Gambit gets the roll into Arrow, I don't know if it's a roll, but if Gambit gets that KO on Arrow, there's a legitimate shot where, because my Raptor's at full, I live Blaziken's Flare Blitz, I get a CC off, and then we should be able to win the game by sucker punching into Blaziken, plus going for Brave Bird into Sylveon. So, really cool game overall. I really did enjoy this Raptor team. You guys want a big shout out to Daniel. I didn't pilot it as good as obviously he did, but here's the squad if you guys want it. Really fun version or really fun take on Raptor using Final Gambit instead of obviously Charm and stuff like that. I kind of liked it. I definitely saw its merit throughout this video. And again, here's the EV spreads if you guys want them. Thank you once again, everybody, for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.